In this video, I'll teach you how to model linear equations from word problems. Every linear equation comes in three parts: a repeating part, a fixed part, and a total part. In the equation 5x plus 4 equals to 10, 5x is the repeating part. Why? Because every time x increases by 1, you have to add 5. Now 4 is the fixed part because regardless of the value of x, it's going to stay as 4. And 10 is going to be the total part because it's literally the total of 5x and 4. So in an equation like 1000x plus 200 equals to 1200, 1000x is the repeating part, 200 is the fixed part, and 1200 is the total part. Let's say we purchased the car for $50,000 and it costs $1,000 a month to maintain it. After a certain number of months, we have paid $60,000 in total. How can I express this in terms of a linear equation? To do this, we're first going to find the repeating, fixed, and total parts inside this context. What's repeating here? It's the monthly payment of $1,000. Whenever you have something that's repeating, you're going to take the repeating amount, which is $1,000 in this context, and multiply it to a variable x. So we have 1000x. Now what's the fixed part? We only bought the car once for $50,000, so that's the fixed part. So we have 50,000 plus 1000x. Now what's the total part? It's $60,000. That's how much we paid so far. So the full equation becomes 1000x plus 50,000 equals to 60,000. Let's look at one more problem. Please pause the video and read this first. Okay, so what's the fixed part here? She paid for the plant pot for $8. That's fixed. So we have 8. What's the repeating part? It's the bags of soil. They are $3.25 each, and she's buying multiple of them. So it's repeating. So this means that the first part of our equation is 8 plus 3.25x. Now what's the total amount that she spends? $27.5. So the full equation is 8 plus 3.25x equals to 27.5. Now pause the video and try this one yourself. Done? What's the fixed part here? Kaya pays $60 when she orders the printer. That's a one-time purchase, so that's the fixed part, 60. What's the repeating part? It's the monthly payments of $20 each, so the repeating part will be 20x. So we have 60 plus 20x so far. And what's the total cost? It's $240. So the full equation is going to be 60 plus 20x equals to 240. Let's look at the variation now. Pause the video and read it first. This problem's pretty unique. The fixed part is $27 and the repeating part is 9x and the total is 63. So you may think that the linear equation is 27 plus 9x equals to 63. But this is wrong. Why? Because the problem states that it's only after the second hour that you incur a charge of an additional $9 per hour. That is, for the first 2 hours, it doesn't matter how much you ride. Even if you ride 1 or 2 hours, you're just going to pay $27 because there's no additional cost imposed upon you. But from the third hour, that's when it begins to impose an additional $9. The fourth hour would impose an additional $18 and so on. But our equation suggests that even for the first hour, after the person rides just for 1 hour, they have to pay 27 plus 9 equals to $36 when they actually only have to pay $27. So something is clearly wrong here. Now, how can we solve this problem? We can replace x with x minus 2. Now, if we do that and plug in x equals to 3, watch what happens. After 3 hours of riding, you would expect the user to incur an additional cost of $9 for a total of 27 plus 9 equals to $36. And indeed, if we plug in x equals to 3 into this revised equation, you get 27 plus 9 times 3 minus 2, which is exactly $36. This works for 4 hours too. You would expect the user to incur an additional cost of 2 times $9. And that's what happens here. 27 plus 9 times 4 minus 2 is equal to 27 plus 18, which is $45. The exact amount that the context requires. Why does this work? It's because you're effectively shaving off the additional cost that could have resulted from that first 2 hours. By subtracting 2 from x, you're effectively eliminating that additional cost of $18 that we don't want. So our final equation will be 27 plus 9 times x minus 2 equals to 60. Now, if you're really keen, you may have noticed that this equation isn't applicable for when t is less than 2. Because imagine that you just rode the kayak for 1 hour. Then you would have to pay $27 without the additional cost of $9 or whatsoever. But if you plug in 1 into this equation, you get 27 minus 9, which is $18. So effectively, we have discounted your price unintentionally. And so this equation only works for when t is greater than or equal to 2 hours. Now pause the video and try this one yourself. Done? What's the fixed part? 425. What's the repeating part? 85. And from when does the part repeat? After 3 hours. So what should the first part of the equation be? 425 plus 85 times not just x, but 85 times x minus 3. And what's the total part? It's 680, so our full equation is going to be 425 plus 3 plus 85 times x minus 3 is equal to 680. Let's move on to a different variation. Pause the video and read the problem first. For this one, we can't really use the idea of a fixed, repeating, and total parts. We kind of have to rely on our intuition more. The first thing we're going to do is to find the total number of seedlings for each type. How many maple seedlings do we have? We have 3 times n, which is 3n. How many oak seedlings do we have? We have n. And how many pine seedlings? We have 14. So what's the total number of seedlings? It says it's 110, but if we add all of the expressions that we have gotten so far, it becomes 3n plus n plus 14, which is 4n plus 14. And that has to be equal to the total 110. So the correct answer is going to be B. Pause the video and try this one yourself. Done? To solve this problem, we have to find the total number of candles used for each style. And to find that, we have to multiply the number of tables in each style by the number of candles that are placed on each table for that style. For style A, we know that we use a total of X tables, and there are 5 candles per table. That makes 5X candles. So style A uses 5X candles. And for style B, the remaining 12 minus X tables are going to be used. And 12 minus X times the total number of candles on each table, 2 is going to be 24 minus 2X. So the total number of candles between style A and style B is going to be 5x plus 24 minus 2x. That's going to be 3x plus 24. And so the correct answer is D. Now pause the video and try this problem. Done? Like the previous problem, we can separate this into 2 parts, the total earnings from adults and the total earnings from children. Afterwards, we're going to add them together. The total earnings can be calculated by multiplying the total number of that ticket sold times that ticket price. For adults, A tickets were sold, and the price of adult tickets is $14. So 14A is the total earning from adults. And for children, 3 times as many child tickets were sold as adult tickets, so 3A tickets were sold. And the earnings for each ticket is $9, so the total earnings from children is 9 times 3A. Afterwards, we just add them together to get 14A plus 9 times 3A, and that has to equal to the total earnings, which is 2,255. So A is the correct answer. That's it for word problems. As always, the practice problems and notes are uploaded on penguinprep.com, so please solve that, and I'll see you in the next video.